Welcome back, everyone. Well, it's hard to believe. It's 5 years that even before we moved to Saratoga, that we started to get involved with the Franklin Community Center. And there's one particular program that they have there called Project Lift that just really is always, I just think it's an amazing program. And you might recognize my guest. It's Jamie Williams, who's the Associate Director for Franklin Community Center. Welcome,
Yes.
Jamie.
Thank you for having me.
I think you're a regular here now.
Yeah, I think I need my own show.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, well, you've got a lot of things that you could do. Let's talk about Project Lift.
Yes.
Okay, many of our viewers know about it. Some might not know about it. Give us the overview of Project Lift.
Okay, well, Project Lift is my favorite program. It is an after-school prevention program for youth in the Saratoga Springs City School District, grades 1 through 5. It's been operating since 1984. We focus on drug, alcohol, tobacco prevention, violence prevention, social skills, self-esteem, getting along with others. We deal with bullying, we deal with hygiene, you name it. We've seen it, we've dealt with it, we work with the kids on it. We try to pick up the things that kind of get lost in the shuffle.
Well, you know what, especially in this day where you have so many turnkey kids, right? You have both parents are working. We went through very difficult economic times in 2008, 2009. You know, you saw a lot of families struggling and whatever. And these kids, and the ages again are from 5 to 8?
First grade through fifth grade.
First grade through
Yes.
fifth grade. Very impressionable age, and an age where they're really trying to find their own identity. Now, I want to cycle back. You went over it very quickly, but I want to go back over the different areas of prevention that you help with. Drugs and alcohol abuse. Believe it or not, even that young age, you've got issues there.
Well, they need the knowledge.
Right.
They need to learn now the facts about it.
Right.
So that when they grow up, they can make an informed decision. They need to know what the repercussions are. And the earlier you start those conversations and then you keep them going, the better you're building their resiliency skills.
Well, you know what, and we're living in an age, technological age, where we've got social media, so issues like bullying, peer pressure, those are other things that kids just need to be spoken to about, right?
They do, and it's so crazy because they can't get away from it. Like,
That's
you can't
right.
get away from social media now. When I was a kid, you went to school, you went home, you played with the kids in your neighborhood, and that was kind of the end of it. So if there's something going on, you could kind of check it at the door the minute you left school.
Right.
They can't anymore. So we need to work on that. We need to not only work on the kids' self-esteem and boosting their self-esteem and their confidence so they feel validated and they feel okay about who they are, but we also need to let them know, the other side of the coin, how their behavior can affect other people.
Right, and that would be really a third area, social skills.
Yep, absolutely.
Right, which is communication. How do you communicate? You know, I've told this story many times. We went to a basketball game that we were covering, and all the kids in the bleachers were on their cell phones.
Yeah.
You know, there's a game going on right there. You know, so there's a lot of reliance on social media, but it's not the ultimate communication tool.
No.
The ultimate communication skill is still talking face to face.
Well, and
right?
it's funny, in this day and age, parents and schools and adults, they orchestrate the kids' lives. You know, now it's play dates and everything's organized. They don't know how to go down and knock on a door and ask how to play or how to speak to an adult or how to be appropriate in that way. And they need to learn. It's not something you just know. It's something that you learn. And if we're not doing it regularly anymore, they're not getting it.
Well, you know what? And I also want you just to explain a bit. Kids are in school all day, sitting, keeping their hands folded, lectures, learning things and everything else. This is after school. How does it differ from your regular school routine?
Well, it's got to be totally different because they've been in school all day long. We take about 20 to 25 students, grades 1 through 5, and what I love about it is that we break them up into groups from there into 2 groups, but we kind of keep the dynamics of so we have them of all ages. You know, we have boys and girls, we have people who are the victims of bullying, and we have bullies, and we keep them all together, and we work, and we really become active learners. We do a lot of role playing, we do a lot of getting up and moving, we do a lot of team building games. If we sat there and talked at them, it wouldn't be a successful program because they wouldn't want to be there. And that's a key component. They have to want to be in the program. It's a voluntary program.
Yes,
so the parents sign them up, they're referred through the school, but if the children don't want to be there, it's not going to work.
Well, you know what? A big part of the responsibility for you is making them want to be there.
Yeah.
And that, you said
Stay at school after hours for
Yeah.
more learning.
Oh,
you got to
yeah.
get real
there's
creative.
a good idea.
Yeah.
There's
We have to wrap that up a
You're not
little
talking at them. What you're doing is saying to them, hey, let's be yourself in this situation, and let's do a little role playing. Let's test this out. Nothing could be more important to that age group.
No,
really.
and we want them to come to the table. We don't want us to be the ones facilitating all of it. We want to hear what they have to say and have them partner up with other students and come up with ideas and really add, which makes the program unique because at each school where it's the same program, but at each school, it's really tailored to the kids that are in that school and kind of the needs. So it differs amongst the different programs.
Well, the neighborhoods are all different. And if you want to know a bit about the penetration, we're talking about in the elementary side, we're talking about Greenfield, Geyser Road, Caroline Street, right? Dorothy Nolan.
Those are brand new to us, so
Yes,
we're
and
really
Lake
excited.
Ave.
Yep, Lake Ave. Lake Ave we were in years ago, and due to some funding cuts, we were pulled from that school. And so starting October 1st, we're going to be in 4 sites, which is
Great.
incredible to us. We're picking up Lake Avenue as a 1-day-a-week program from January to June. And then October 2016, I still can't even believe when I say this, but October 2016, we are going to be providing the full program in all 6 of the Saratoga Springs City School District elementary schools.
Right.
It's huge.
You know what? I'm going back because it's a good lead in.
Yeah.
She mentioned they didn't have the funds, so I
We
got
need
this.
them.
We
Yeah.
have a fundraiser coming up that you have to know about. October 8th, which is a Thursday, from 6 to 9 at Longfellows. I'm trying to do the math. 4th annual, 5th annual?
5th annual.
5th annual.
Yep.
Fundraiser. Franklin Community Center for Project Lift, correct?
Yes.
Tell us a bit about the fundraiser. Now, I've been there, so I know how much
It's
fun
fun.
it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's kind of like Project Lift. We're not going to talk
Yes.
at you. There's not a lot of speakers. It's not a sit-down event. It's active and role-playing and moving around. So it's fun. It's very casual. Open bar, heavy hors d'oeuvres. We've got a comedian, Greg Adela, who's leading a live auction. And we've kind of done it differently with our live auction. We don't have all these big fancy donations that we can work with to have people bid on. So we made it a mission-based auction.
Great.
So it's holiday assistance. And it has a couple different levels, anywhere from $500 down to $50. So really anyone can contribute and help and everything like that. There's silent auctions scattered around. We have Saratoga Courage Distillery is coming for a
Great.
vodka and moonshine tasting, which we're excited about. I don't know that I've ever had moonshine, so.
I think the operative phrase there was open bar.
We start with
I
open
think
bar.
I heard that,
Yeah.
right?
And the nice thing is Heineken USA
Yes.
has donated all of our beer and cider.
Oh, they've done that. Yeah,
And Pick 6 Vodka, which is part of Saratoga Courage
That's
Distillery,
right.
has donated all the vodka for the evening.
right. It's great vodka too, by the way.
I
It
know.
is. Local. The heavy hors d'oeuvres, Project Lift. Any connection there? What's a heavy hors d'oeuvre anyway? Is it like
A
you
heavy
can't
hors
lift
d'oeuvre.
it?
Well, yeah, it's bigger than your average hors d'oeuvre.
Okay. I just like the correlation between Project Lift and a heavy hors d'oeuvre.
People
So-
like the heavy hors d'oeuvre. That's the correlation. Is people want the food and they want the drinks and they want to have fun, and it's casual, it's fun. Bring your friends, enjoy. It's 6 to 9, so it's a nice happy hour event. It's not-
Look, there are fundraisers and there are fundraisers. We go to a lot of them.
We're a
But
fundraiser.
this, yes, the emphasis is on the first 3
Yeah.
letters. I was just going
Yeah.
to say that. A lot of these events, it comes down to the crowd.
Yeah.
And this is a fun crowd. And
Yeah.
just think about what you're doing. You're helping Project Lift in all of the elementary schools in our area for those kids in those very impressionable ages where they're being confronted with alcohol and drug issues, with social skills issues, with self-esteem and confidence issues. And here come these teams who are not lecturers and not talking at these kids, but actually saying, hey, let's get into this together. Here's what you do. And that's a wonderful, you know how much I love this.
And you know what I forgot to mention about our
Yeah.
fundraiser is, and a big thank you to Longfellows who donated the space and all of the heavy hors d'oeuvres that are coming along. 'Cause Sully can't do enough for the community, so we're really fortunate to have him.
Boy, you're right. Let's give him a look out.
Yeah.
Hello, Sully.
Hello, Sully.
Okay, great. Jamie, thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah.
Great to see you as always, and I look forward to some heavy hors d'oeuvres
Hors
and
d'oeuvres.
whatever. October
I look
8th,
forward to
Thursday,
having you there.
Longfellow, 6 to 9, please.
Yeah, and you can
Support
get
Project Lift.
tickets on our website or at the
Okay,
door.
got it.
Yep.
We got it. See this interview again? You can head to our website, looktvonline.com.